And we have Alyse Way from CMS Energy. Hi, Alyse. How are you?
Hi, I'm great. How are you, Marsha?
I am great. We are trying to keep all this moving. It's a lot of moving parts. So thank you so much for being with us.
Of course, yeah, I'm really happy to be here. The Women of Color Conference, this is my third year attending, and I always look forward to it. I think to me, October is now pretty much synonymous with trips to the cider mill and the Women of Color Conference. So really happy to be here.
So tell us about all of the work that you all are doing at CMS Energy and why it's such a great place to work.
Yeah, Consumers Energy, we're Michigan's largest combined gas and electric utility. And right now we're really focused on clean energy. By 2040, we plan to achieve net zero carbon emissions and meet 90% of Michigan's energy needs with clean resources such as wind and solar power. And then I work on the gas side of the business, and our focus is replacing vintage pipe on our system to enhance the safe and reliable delivery of natural gas to our customers. But again, diversity and inclusion is also something that we're really focused on. Consumers Energy, we're really dedicated to having a diverse, equitable, and inclusive workforce. And that effort is being led by our first and newly appointed Chief Diversity Officer, Angela Tompkins. And at Consumers, we've really developed a team-based culture where every employee feels part of something bigger. And that really goes back to, the sense of service that we have. We all have that same goal of providing world-class performance with hometown service to our Michigan residents. And we can only do this if our workforce reflects our community, and so women of color. That really helps us to continue to build and to strengthen that talent pipeline from which we pull from.
Well, you started as an intern, which I think is phenomenal. And look at you now. Now you're a project engineer. What occurred through that internship that created this excitement for you to stay with that organization and to matriculate through it the way you did?
Right. So yeah, while I was studying at Michigan State University, that's where my career journey began with Consumers as an intern. But when I graduated, I joined our engineering entry program. And it's a 2-year rotational program that really develops newly graduated engineers and kind of prepares them for roles, whether you want to be, a technical subject matter expert or on the operations side of the company. And so that program was really a great transition for me as I was a new engineer coming into the workforce. And one of the first organizations that I joined was one of our employee resource groups, the Minority Advisory Panel. And that employee resource group, it was really dedicated to, retaining and developing underrepresented employees in our company. And it really created a safe space, where everyone can be, who they truly are. And that's sort of the mission of all of our employee resource groups. We're really passionate about building and nurturing an environment where everyone feels included. And so that was being part of the Minority Advisory Panel and going through their mentorship program really gave me, I guess, insight of where I could end up in the company. And I love working with consumers.
But I think what's really interesting is that you took that internship, because the reality is that internship was in 2014. 6 years later, you're in a leadership role with this organization. I mean, for real. So you're talking about it's part of the company's minority advisory. panel and a member of the Women Engineering Network in energy. That's very powerful, right? And so it says to me that you had a vision or something was going on within you or within your community of people that allowed you to be able to see yourself in these leadership roles. What would you say to all these young people coming out of college in terms of leadership and how to navigate the program? Because you've done it very well, I might add. I'm really proud of you. This is serious.
Oh, thank you. I guess some advice I would have is, if you, I had a quote or I heard a quote that said, if you hide your ignorance, you'll never learn. So it was really important for me, who was always kind of hesitant about asking for help, just to be brave and, sate my curiosity and, ask questions, because that's the only way that you're going to, learn more about the space that you're in, and build your knowledge. I guess I would also say to build a personal board of directors.
Let's talk about that for a minute. So why don't you describe what that really is? So some people aren't accustomed to that terminology. We've got young people who are watching who will be here this weekend looking for jobs. What does that mean, your own board of directors? Who are these people? What is it?
Right. So it really means just, having people in your corner that you trust to, provide you career guidance and personal guidance as you navigate through your career journey. People that you trust to offer that support and wisdom, and to help you really learn your strengths and your weaknesses so that you don't have to go through, struggles that they may have had to go through.
Mm-hmm. That's huge, though, because then that's also like an accountability partner, right?
Right. Yeah.
You have to be you can't play with them because they're going to hold you to put your feet to the fire.
Exactly.
So for all of the young people that are here, give us 4 things that you think they should be focused on while they're there looking for a position with your company at the job fair.
I would say first, I guess, do your research on the company so that you're able to ask them, questions that are directly related to the company culture, the type of positions available. Show your eagerness to learn. A lot of the job is about, on-the-job training. So you don't have to meet every single qualification that, is on an application in order to apply. But, at Consumers, we're really looking for a wide range of employees who are, really committed to the planet, the people, and prosperity of Michigan. And we have opportunities for, entry level and experienced professionals in various roles all across the state. And we really strive to invest and prepare the next generation of workers through programs like the internship program and the engineering entry program. And so, if they just go there with an open mind and show their willingness to learn and show their dedication to the state of Michigan and energy, then, they should do just fine.
And, I think that it's really important for our young people to be able to realize that looking for a position is a full-time job, right?
Yeah.
Right? And so some of the skills that are needed in the preparation and deployment of that, what would you say those would be?
I would say having problem-solving skills. I mean, there's a lot going on in today's society and, in our industry that push towards renewable energy. And so having those problem-solving skills, teamwork, project management skills. Those are all skills that have really helped me, I guess, in my position at the company as a project engineer. But again, even if you don't have all of the answers, feel free to ask anyone. Everyone is willing to help at the company. No one will turn you away. So.
Right. Okay. Well, listen, thank you so much, Alyse. We appreciate all the nuggets that you gave us. And I'm personally going to take creating my own board of directors. I love that. That's huge. Right. And so for the job listing are at your website.
Yes. Yeah. You can learn more about Consumers Energy by going online and visiting consumersenergy.com. Or if you're interested in one of the many job opportunities, you can definitely join our talent network by creating a candidate profile at careers.consumersenergy.com.
Outstanding. Alyse, I know one thing. There you have to watch out because you are on the move, and I see you moving fast at warp speed, Miss. So thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yes, thank you. And I want to thank your company for you being here. CMS Energy, you understand talent, and this is a high representative of that. So thank you very much.
Thanks. Have a great one.
All right, you do the same. Alyse Way.